Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. Just a few days ago, several developers from Behavior joined in an interview on the official FNAF Discord, and they revealed a ton of exciting info. We're talking 2 new Springtrap skins, a possible Legendary Foxy cosmetic, and even talk of a second Five Nights at Freddy's chapter. Now, this was a Discord stage event, and ironically, nobody recorded it. I was also busy when it went live, so the information we have comes from secondhand sources, like Dvveet, FNAF for DBD, and Gorejira on Twitter, and even the FNAF Discord server owner himself, who later confirmed some of the key points we discussed today. So while none of this is officially confirmed by Behavior, it's all very credible and definitely worth discussing. So let's get straight into it. The biggest reveal of this interview? When asked about a potential second Five Nights at Freddy's chapter, the Behavior devs surprisingly answered and said yes, that they're open to the idea. According to Dvveet, they said that there's enough community interest and plenty of source material to make it happen. On top of that, the devs also said that FNAF survivors are indeed possible. They had originally considered the idea of adding Josh Hutcherson's Mike Schmidt from the FNAF movie, but later decided not to. So while it's not currently planned, they did say it's something that could happen in the future. Personally, I'd love to see the Mimic in a second chapter for FNAF, with Vanessa and Mike as the survivors. The Mimic has insane potential for a killer power, and I know lots of the community, myself included, was a little disappointed we didn't get a survivor in the first chapter. A second chapter could definitely deliver on that front. And here's something even more interesting. When asked who the killer would have been if it wasn't Springtrap, the dev team unanimously agreed that the Mimic would be the killer. That tells me if a second chapter does indeed happen, it's almost guaranteed that he will be the killer. However, creative director Matthew Cote did mention they have content planned all the way until 2027, so while it's possible we could see another FNAF chapter soon, it might still be a while before we see it happen. The devs were also asked if they'd ever consider adding more FNAF-inspired maps like Fazbear's Fright. While they're very happy with the current Freddy Fazbear's Pizza map, calling it the entity's interpretation of the pizzeria, one unnamed developer said they'd personally like to see the Pizzaplex added next. So if a second chapter does indeed happen, the Pizzaplex could absolutely be a possibility. Another fun tidbit, they were asked if Springtrap could appear in the 2v8 game mode. Matthew Cote responded by saying that it's a good question, but the hardest challenge is implementing it in gameplay. To me, that sounds like Scott Cawthon is fine with it, but Behavior is still figuring out the logistics. If that's the case, that's definitely good news to hear. Now, let's talk everybody's favorite, cosmetic. According to multiple sources, there are several Springtrap skins in the works, and possibly even a Legendary Foxy skin as well. Community manager Eric Pope teased that his favorite Springtrap skin is one you haven't seen yet. I personally think that this could be a Burntrap Legendary or even a Pit Bonnie Legendary from Into the Pit. Some people think it might be Vanny, but I really don't see it being Eric's favorite over one of them or someone like Glitchtrap or Matthew Lillard's version of Springtrap from the movie. Either way, these skins would be insane. They could feature custom lobby animations, VFX, new sound effects or voice lines, and maybe even a brand new Mori as well. Let me know in the comments which Springtrap skin you guys are hoping for down below. And if that wasn't enough, it's also been heavily hinted that a blighted Springtrap skin is coming for the Halloween event in October as well. Now, it hasn't been officially confirmed yet, but both the FNAF server owner and several Twitter accounts have said it was teased pretty strongly in the interview, so it's more than likely we'll see it coming soon for the next Halloween event. And then the last thing regarding FNAF cosmetics, the devs made really heavy emphasis that they did not forget about Foxy, which a lot of the community, including myself, believe that means we are getting a Foxy legendary skin for a killer, though I'm personally hoping for it to be on Blight specifically. Here's what I think we're getting. one Springtrap skin, possibly a Legendary Burntrap or Pit Bonnie skin, or maybe even one of the FNAF AR skins as well, sometime before October. A Blighted skin for Springtrap during October's Halloween event, and then a Foxy Legendary skin for some Giller, possibly Blight, Hillbilly, or even Springtrap itself, though I am personally hoping for it to be a Blight skin. Also a quick note, Rose, the cosmetic lead for Dead by Daylight, said that they want to add the yellow rabbit head as a toggle option from the movie, but due to limitations with their cosmetic system, it's not possible right now. However, it might be added down the line when they change their cosmetic system. And looking onto the roadmap, a lot of people expected the July tome to be a FNAF related tome. But according to this interview, there are currently no FNAF charms planned. That said, because of this chapter's success, it's more than likely that they're open to the idea moving forward. So then what is the July tome? My guess, and a lot of other people's guesses as well, is that it'll be a Walking Dead themed rift, as all the signs are pointing in that direction. I wouldn't be surprised if it even includes some new legendary skins too, similar to the Castlevania rift, but we'll just have to wait. Now onto something really cool that I think a lot of you guys are really going to like. When asked about what licenses they'd like to collaborate with, the devs mentioned Tekken, Fatal Frame, Inscription, Faith, and Jaws? According to FNAF for DBD, they also brought up From Software titles like Dark Souls, Bloodborne, and Elden Ring. That is a wild list. I was honestly surprised to hear Jaws mentioned. Maybe they're trying to figure out how to make that work. I think it would be really cool, and I would love to see it added. And as for the rest of them, I can't really give an opinion on them because I'm not super familiar with those games. But I do know that Fatal Frame and From Software titles have been highly requested by the DBD community for a very long time. Now on to the saddest part of this interview. The devs said that SCP is likely not going to happen since it's a Creative Commons license with no single owner. It's incredibly difficult for them to make and sell content, but hey, behavior has made the impossible happen before. We got the Demogorgon and Onryo when they said they never add killers like that, and they pulled off some really tricky licensing deals with Ghostface and Pinhead. So, never say never, but it's not looking super good for them right now. And before I go, here are a few quick updates from the past couple weeks. New images have dropped for the Waterfront Massacre collection, the Casual collection, and the Boulay Brothers collection. The Casual collection drops on July 2nd, only a couple of days from this video's release. The Boulay Brothers collection will drop on July 8th, and the Waterfront Massacre collection will drop July 16th. And as always, credit to Dvveet for the amazing images and the release date info. And that's it for DBD news. But lastly, starting next week, I will be live streaming my full playthroughs of all the mainline Resident Evil games, plus Revelations 1 and 2 over the coming weeks. So please stay tuned for community posts with more information, and I hope to see some of you guys there. It's going to be a blast, and I cannot wait to play through all of them with you guys. And that's it for today's video. If you guys enjoyed, please consider liking, subscribing, and leaving a comment on which Springtrap cosmetic you guys are hoping to see. I'm really hoping for a Burntrap legendary skin, even though he's a pretty disliked figure in the FNAF community. I just think he looks super fucking cool. Or honestly, I'd love a Pit Bonnie skin as well. He also looks super badass. And one last thing, thank you all so much. We've just hit the 2nd anniversary of the channel, and I appreciate every single like, comment, and membership. Your guys' support has truly meant the world to me, and I cannot wait to keep making content for you guys in the future. And as always, until next time, I'll see you all in the fog.